the last 27 years go. It's like the blink of an eye. Emma was born 27 years ago, a day early, and has been on time or early ever since.
You just put the past way back behind me. Running toward the future, you revive me. No, you're with me anywhere that I be. How great a grace it's ever gonna find me.
Garrett and I grew up no less than 3 miles apart, but it wasn't until high school when we really started to get to know each other. Then one fateful evening before our first home game, the warm-up track started blasting Crazy Train. I looked over at Garrett, who was playing the meanest air guitar I had ever witnessed in my life. He was loose, he was funny, he probably went on to drop 20 points that night. Most people wanted to be like Mike, but I wanted to be like G.
I've been walking in your love, no lack. Made a way walking in your blood so stacked. I ain't never even gotta run no stats. You the first position high above, no cap. Faithful to the end, you never take your back, no. You were so much more than I could earn, no plaque, no.
As we witness today, you can see obviously that they have found great joy in one another. A joy that has surpassed natural disasters and pandemics.
I am proud of Emma and the way she has carried herself all through her life, especially the last few years. I see her so happy in love with someone that respects, loves, and cherishes her like I do. As a protective father, that's pretty important and makes me feel more at ease knowing that she is being cared for. We hope and pray that you are as happy in the next 30 years as we have been for the past 30 years.
You gave me life, now you're my reason why. I put my hands in the sky, no one's stopping your shine. When I'm with you, I'm right, I just trust, I don't strive. Love 1 billion times, God, I lift up my eyes. You lift my eyes up to the sky. You love much more than I could find. You saved my life, you come through every single time. I see the light, I see the light.
Girls often talk about their dream weddings growing up, but as the only boy in my family, I always hoped one day I'd be the best man at someone else's. However, the one thing hard to live up to is that of someone who was a brother by blood. I'd be remiss if I told you all that I should be the one standing up here in front of you today. However, most of you know that I should be a slightly shorter, stockier, freckle-faced kid who probably just shotgunned a beer backstage to get his nerves out. Of course, that special person is Nate Springer, Garrett and Trav's younger brother that left us too soon. When Garrett mailed his letter to me asking to be his best man in the most eloquent way, I of course laughed, cried, and was extremely honored. I replied and told him that in no way will I ever be able to replace him, but I'll do my best to stand by him proudly today. I don't know what Nate would say, but I imagine much of his experiences were similar to mine. He showed me how to trade in my basketball shoes and rock star jeans for a nice pair of slacks and dress shoes. You shared your love of music and expanded mine. You taught me how to enjoy the finer things in life, such as Tokyo and Punch. For all that, I just wanted to say thank you, and you're the best big brother that anyone could ever ask for.
Will you help Emma and Garrett to keep their commitment to love one another? Very good.
I mentioned earlier how Emma had always had a boyfriend, but what I've never seen her do is kiss any of them in front of me, or anybody for that matter. Garrett dropped us off, and sure enough, she leaned over and kissed him right in front of me. I was in shock. I was like, who is this Garrett guy?
Nick and I met Emma back in college briefly, and then Nick got to know her better through the many classes they had together. She would later go on to play with us in various volleyball leagues, where one Garrett Springer happened to be. A spark then occurred, but I was oblivious to it all and duped by both of them.
She had her hesitations at first, but within months, she knew he was the one.
Garrett, are you nervous?
I can hear you.
Okay. I'm so nervous.
Are you dressed?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
I'm like shaking.
Are you okay? Why are you shaking?
Yeah.
Why are you
I'm
shaking?
nervous.
Why?
I don't know. Do you like my dress?
Yes, I like your dress. You're a babe.
See, it's God's idea that these two extended families, the Utsis, the Springers, be welded together into one big tribe. And we're going to celebrate that here in a little bit.
I, Garrett, take you, Emma,
I, Emma, take you, Garrett,
to be my true and lawful wife,
to be my true and lawful husband,
to love, encourage, honor, and respect.
to love, encourage, honor, and respect.
I offer you my unconditional love,
I offer you my unconditional love,
in sickness and in health,
in poverty and in wealth,
as long as life shall last.
as long as life shall last.
Who gives this woman to be married?
Your mother-in-law.
Congratulations. Well, Garrett and Emma, since you have publicly avowed your intention to live together in sacred marriage before God and these people, and have pledged your faith by the giving and receiving of rings, in the name of the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit of God, I pronounce you husband and wife. Garrett, you may now kiss the bride. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please rise? It is my great privilege to be the very first to present to you Mr. and Mrs. Garrett and Emma Springer.
Riding on the dizzying heights. Riding on the dizzying heights.
After all you two have made it through, especially this year and week, there's nothing left standing in your way. I wish both of you a lifetime of happiness, and no matter where you end up, you'll be seeing me on Sundays for football. Love you both.
I love you both so much. We finally made it to this day. Congratulations, and let's party.
Everything's so much better. Riding high on your river, you and I, we're climbing way up together, standing on dizzy heights. There's no going back, no going back. There's no going back to your old life. Not living in the past, we're over that. I'm feeling it tonight. We're riding on the dizzying heights. I'm standing on the dizzying heights. We're standing on the dizzying heights. We're standing on the dizzying heights. Standing on the dizzying heights. Everything's so much better. Riding high on your river, you and I, we're highs.